clip. Scott from Scott's Top Tips. Hey, this episode, I'm going to show you how to hang your backpack on like a vertical surface like a tree. Okay? You don't want to drop your backpack off in different areas here. Bugs can get in them, maybe snakes, right? Plus, you can just get vegetation, everything on it. So it's always best just to kind of hang your packs. Plus, you don't have to reach down and grab everything. Look around here quickly. You don't want to sit your bag down on all of this stuff, right? I mean, you just don't know if there's ticks or just all kinds of other stuff that's in there, right? Snakes, whatever. If you have food in your pack, mice or whatever can get in there. It's the same thing here. If you look over here, I walk. Okay, look at this. Okay. Now, you could be at your local park here. You can see there's sprinkler heads, and this is just off the beaten path, but you really can be out in the whole woods, and you can come across poison oak. All right, that is poison oak. I will do another episode on that, but telltale sign, like right here, you can see it's 3 patterns. I'm not even going to touch it. And that third one is longer. And obviously these new ones that are forming, since it isn't fall, are red. And there's 3 of them. Okay, that is poison oak. You don't want to touch that. You don't want to get it on your clothes. You don't want to get it on your backpack. Stay away from that. It's another reason why you want to hang your bag up. So let's continue on. I'm going to show you how to do that easily if you don't have any tree limbs to hang it on. So what if you're out in the forest and you got a tree here and you have no other branches? Okay, here's what you do. You're going to want to always carry this in your pack, your day pack, right? Your hiking backpack. And what I always carry are 2 items. I'm going to cover both of these. And, all right, it'd be much easier if I was able to hang it. The first item I'm going to talk about is paracord. Now, paracord, as I talked about in my other video, is also known as 550 cord. It holds 550 pounds. And paracord is from parachutes, right? Skydiving, parachutes. In the military, we call it paracord, or just simply 550 cord. Okay, there it is. And I burned the edges here because it melted together so it doesn't fray, because there's all kinds of smaller rope fibers inside. And just like matchsticks, if you take one matchstick, you break it, easy. Try grabbing 20 matchsticks and trying to break it. You know, pretty difficult. And that's kind of how this principle works here. What I'm going to do is wrap it around the tree. Now, as always, I want to do some type of overhand knot. I'm in a park that's just off the beaten path here. I live in a wooded area and everybody's looking at me like, what's that dude doing? Little do they know, we're smarter than them. We know more. You know more because you're watching this. Okay, got the loop. So here's what I'm going to do. Now, if you have a large tree, you don't want to try to whip it around. All I do is reach around the side and I drop it. Okay, just like this. Here's the loop. Make sure there's no poison oak. And I just drop it, hold on to this end, around. As you pull, see how that cinched down on itself? Do it again, okay? You're gonna come this way, and it cinches down. So you want this knot right where you want the bag to hang. So right there is good, okay? Then, all you're gonna do is another little overhand, okay? So you're gonna take this loop over right there. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, I'm going to do this loop. I'm going to go over, or you could go under, whatever. Over, but then you want to keep the whole loop still right there, okay? Then cinch it. Keep this one dangling down, because when you're done, you're just going to pull this, and it releases and you're on your way. But this is what you're going to want, okay? Here you go. This is why you always carry a carabiner. Now the carabiner here, you can just hook it on here or you can do your loop, okay? The problem with this loop here is you'd want to do it twice, right? To go ahead and do the loop, but that loop is mainly just for a quick release. So we already have it here, and this is friction locked. So now all I do is clip. There you go. Okay. I can see the knot here because that's where I want the bag to actually be flowing down so I can see everything all together. There you go. My overhand knot right here. There's my loop. And then I just went, over on itself just to kind of keep it cinched. And now, sorry, I'm burping. This is pretty taut. And that is just all friction locked. Look at this, friction locked. That's not going anywhere, okay? You got your bag, it can chill out here. You can grab stuff from it. You got your water bottle, and it's not down amongst all of that. And it's head level, which is even nice, okay? So now, what do we do if we want to leave? This thing's actually kind of nifty here. Prevents the wind or whatever, but as you move around a lot, hopefully that wasn't too annoying when I took my bag off. Check this out. It's time to leave. Just unhook, put your bag on. Be delicate there, hurt your guys' ears. Here's that quick release, check it. Now, comes through the loop. Ta-da! All done. So now you can just keep that, roll this up. This, you can keep, right? That's actually a good thing just to have probably even to begin with. So I don't need to undo that. I'm going to leave that there. But if I needed to undo this, you're just going to step on it with your foot. Okay? Want me to show you? I'll show you. You guys are so demanding. Okay. Here, I got a stump here. We want something that's kind of hard, rugged, right? You can put it on a rock. You just don't want to put it in soft dirt because you're just going to push it down in the dirt. All you do is put this here, just like that, and you step on it. You just twist it and you can roll it. What you're doing is loosening up that knot. Okay. So now let's check it out. Look at that. I can get my fingers in there. All loosened up. I'm holding the camera with one hand, but I guess if I can do this with one hand, you definitely can do it with two. But that's all loosened. I can pull this through itself and undo it. So I'm going to keep that loose here. Let's see. Let me use my other thumb. There it is. Okay. See? Pull it through and you just loosen it, and I can undo the whole knot there. That's how you do that. All right. Scott from Scott's Top Tips. See you on the next day hike.